Hi everyone, I'm Steffi D.
And I'm Lisa H.
And welcome to Check-In From Away.
This week we are hosting a pandemic slumber party.
Thanks for joining us. Hey Lisa, guess what?
What?
We're having an old-fashioned slumber party today on Check-In From Away, pandemic styles.
I'm really excited, but you know what? I need to ask you this. Can you tell me about what you're wearing right now? Because you look like Sandra D, Virgin Mary 1940s, like about to go to your wedding night or something. Like what? Tell me about your slumber party outfit, Steffi. Honestly.
What? Isn't this what all girls wear to go to a slumber party? Or
I am so excited about today's episode, our pandemic slumber party, and we are kicking it off with a super fun game we like to call Surprise Snack.
Surprise snack.
Surprise snack, Lisa. How does it work?
All right, I've sent you a whole bunch of ingredients. You've sent me a whole bunch of ingredients, and we're going to walk each other through a snack recipe. I don't know what I'm making. You don't know what you're making. Let's just jump in and figure it out.
Surprise secret snacks. So Lisa, basically what we're making today is dates stuffed with goat cheese and pecans wrapped in bacon. Okay, here we go. First things first, you need to preheat your oven at 350 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Because what we're going to have to do with the dates is that we're going to have to cut them in half, but not all the way through so you can open and close them, kind of like a book. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
It is meticulous work, so good luck. Okay, Lisa, the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to open the goat cheese. Then you're going to take a spoon. Then you're going to put some goat cheese in the dates. Yeah, and don't be shy. We're going to have to close them up again. But if you can get as much goat cheese as you want, goat cheese, delicious, perfect slumber party snack.
Did you cheat and look in your bag?
No, not at all. I didn't at all. It literally went in the fridge. I cried for 3 hours and then I went to bed.
Wow, sounds like a real fun pandemic Wednesday night.
It really does. Listen, I highly recommend crying. It's really good for the soul. You just let it all out. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's totally cathartic, that's for sure.
So cathartic.
I've stuffed all my dates with goat cheese.
You stuffed all your dates? For some reason, I think that's hilarious right now. Moving on, the next thing you're going to do, Lisa, is that you are going to open your pecan bag or pecans, whatever you want to call them. We're just going to have them. You can cut them in half or you can put a whole one in there, but we're going to have to close everything in on itself.
I'm going to try a whole one in here, Steffi.
Okay, let's do it.
Like this?
Yeah, and then if you close it on itself, can you? Yeah, that seems fine to me. The next thing you're gonna do, Lisa, is that you're gonna take the pre-halved bacon strips that I gave you, and then you're gonna wrap each date with some bacon. So Lisa, once you're done wrapping all of the dates with the bacon, you're going to put all of those on a cookie sheet, and it's gonna go in the oven.
Ooh, this is gonna be so good. What a treat, what a treat.
What a treat. Are you talking about me or the dates?
You, obviously.
Yes, of course.
You with the awesome nighty thing you're wearing.
Oh yeah, you love it, right? So fun. I got it at a vintage store years ago. I think it's hilarious. Isn't it hilarious?
Yeah, it's super fun. Just like you.
Oh, Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. And we're gonna put it in the oven. Again, at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the bacon becomes a little bit crispy.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, all right. Oh, hi, Oscar. Oscar, over here, Oscar.
All right, Steffi, oven just beeped. How do they look?
They look amazing. If the bacon is like crispy to your liking, then it's perfect.
It is. They look and smell so good. I'm gonna let them cool off and then I can't wait to taste it.
Yay!
Okay, Steffi, I'm so excited to try this. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Should I just put the whole thing in my mouth?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God.
Is it so good?
Mm. Today I am walking you through, we are making Mexican shrimp lettuce wrap. So it's essentially a taco, but instead of the taco, we are using the Boston lettuce as the shell. Okay, first things first, preheat your oven to 400 degrees.
Okay. Oh, I went too far. Okay, start, done.
Okay, the first thing that we're gonna prep is the shrimp. So I want you to rinse the shrimp and then pat them dry with a paper towel.
Okay, like they're taking a bath.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bowl.
Yeah, take a bowl, pour your shrimp into the bowl. Then you want to get 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now you want to take your lime.
Okay.
You want to slice it in half.
Okay.
Okay, and then once you slice it in half, you just want to squeeze all that lime juice over the shrimp.
So both sides?
Yeah, both sides. Okay, take your taco seasoning, cover the shrimp with it.
All of it, Lisa?
Yeah, you can use all of it, half of it, as long as all the shrimp are nice and coated. So once you stir that all up, that's perfect. You're just gonna take that bowl, you're gonna put that in the fridge for now. Take your red pepper, and you wanna slice it. I recommend julienne style because remember, it's going into a lettuce wrap. Now you're gonna take the zucchini.
Okay.
Same idea. You want to slice it julienne style. So I would recommend cutting it in half.
Okay.
And then, kind of making strips out of the halves, like however long you want, or cutting it in 3. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you just want to put that in the bowl with the red peppers.
Okay.
And then you want to, again, take like a tablespoon of olive oil.
Put it on top here.
Yeah, put it on top there. Then you want to take a couple pinches of salt to throw on top of that.
Okay, yes.
There's a couple things we can do here. We can either put a little bit more taco spice on the veggies, or if you want to kind of have a different flavor, you can just put the veggies in raw as olive oil. It's up to you. You can do either or. Add more taco seasoning or just leave them and roast them as is.
Lisa, do I mess around?
All right, jump in with some more taco seasoning. Then.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to do now, Steffi, is you want to spread all of the veggies out on your cookie sheet.
Okay, yep.
Now, here's the thing. We're going to throw these in the oven for 5 minutes, and then we're going to add the shrimp to the same pan. So you only have 1 pan to clean at the end. You could take your bowl that you just had your veggies in, that bowl right there. What we're going to make is like a little topping to put on top of the cooked stuff. You're going to dice the tomato.
All right, we're dicing tomatoes. Here we go, I'm throwing it in the bowl.
Next thing you want to do is you want to dice up and add your avocado to that.
Okay, great.
So, Steffi, now we're going to add a little bit less olive oil. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of olive oil. We're going to take our lime, and just like we did with the shrimp, we're going to cut it in half, and we're going to squeeze all that juice over that. Okay. Now you want to take your salt and put in a little bit more salt than you think you should.
Oh, a little bit more than I think I should?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, can you tell me when?
Perfect. That's good.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Now you're just going to mix all that together.
Okay.
Now you want to kind of move the veggies to the side and make a little space in the middle.
Okay.
That looks good. Yeah.
Okay. It's like a little nest.
And in that nest, you're going to pour the shrimp.
Okay. With all the seasoning and stuff, right?
Everything. Just right in there. The real ideal time that I would say is 8 minutes, but I don't want to burn your thing. So we're going to start at 5 and check it in 5 minutes and then go from there.
All right. I'm putting it in. Right.
But essentially what we're using those are going to be our taco shells.
Oh, God.
So you want to go in there and you want to pull off some of the lettuce leaves that are bigger and try not to rip them. So try and keep it as a whole intact leaf.
Lisa, I think it's time to take it out of the oven.
All right.
Oh yeah, this is so ready. Smells so good. Look at this.
Nice.
Delicious. I'm gonna set this down here. Be very careful if you're doing this at home. The pan's hot.
Steffi, you have assembled your Mexican shrimp lettuce wrap. Let's see what you think.
Here we go, Lisa. Taking a bite. Oh my God, it's so good. Lisa, it's so good.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Steffi. It's Misty Fox. I am a makeup artist and I generally work on film and TV sets, but I also do a lot of personal makeup for celebs, press days, things like that. I'm just basically a makeup artist for people.
Hey, hi guys. So my name is Caprice Connors. I am a fashion stylist. I'm based out of Toronto. I do commercial as well as film and TV.
I was giving Steffi the gears earlier at her intro because, like, what do you think about her sweet, like, 1940s wedding night slumber party outfit?
So honestly, as soon as I turned on my Zoom and saw Steph, like, you can't, it was like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, okay, there's Steph. Like that, you know? Like, I thought, like, oh, like, this is just Steph's outfit. Like, this is what she wore. She wore this to the grocery store today with her mask. Like, this is her. Self-care to me is taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, all of it. And it's not just, going to the gym, taking a bubble bath, putting on a face mask, getting a massage. It's going to therapy if you need to, finding out who the you really are without anybody else's voice, just listening to your own voice. It's eating the right foods. It's taking care of, sleeping well. It's the company you keep around you, creating healthy boundaries with friends, family, coworkers, everybody around you, focusing and doing what makes you feel good, and not listening to what anyone says or dictates about how you should think, look, feel, doing what feels right for you, really paying attention to or finding out what you need and what is going to lift you up, and doing that. That's what self-care is to me. And it's a practice. It's not just a one-day thing. It's your whole life. It's constant.
Just because everything's too much and everything's not enough at the same time. So self-care for me has become green smoothies, baths with candles, asking for help explicitly, neutrally stating my needs, and, taking a little bit of time, 5 minutes a day, do your makeup, put on some amazing perfume. Like, nobody wears perfume anymore. And I know that, like, there's this whole perfume is bad, scent-free, but I put on my perfume so it feels like actually my mind starts to realize I'm actually doing something today with my life, even if it's just going to work on my camp or something. I just smell like I'm going somewhere. Be really careful of the traffic you let through your soul, the highway of your soul. Like, don't ingest horrible news, horrible social media, all these things that you could get attracted to. It's like a car crash, right? Just try to be like a traffic cop and be like, not today. I'm not gonna look at that today. I'm not gonna look at the COVID cases. I'm actually gonna read an iBook. I'm gonna listen to an iBook. I'm going to go for a walk, and the iBook's going to be on something you always want to know about. And, we have this code word for when things just piss us off because of the pandemic. If they're pandemic centric, like our favorite place is closed, we drove all the way here and it's just shut down, and all these things that you can't do, like, sorry, that's temporary unavailable, or whatever it is that's just constantly making you a little disappointed every day. We say whistle pig. I don't know why, because we go, oh, whistle pig. And it just makes us remember that this is just pandemic centric. It's not going to be a problem in a year, let's hope. And, it's going to all come back, and we just have to let that go. I think that's what we've all learned to do, is just let a couple of things go that we're used to having in our day. Under eyes, you got to drink a lot of water to get rid of sunken under eyes. If you have bags, it's sometimes usually more of a sinus problem. I've found in the past, like an antihistamine could probably help that out. Usually it's a bit of a congestion. For maskne, let's talk about that. Annoying, It does. It causes pimples, but it covers them at the same time. So, no one can see them except you, but it's obviously you want nice skin when you take off your mask. So I sort of mix a little tea tree oil into my Weleda skin food. And then it's an antiseptic and antibacterial. It's natural. Don't do too much because it can be a bit harsh on your skin if you don't dilute it properly. And then I love to do like clay masks. So I'll do biomagic masks from Biologic Research. I can't say that in French because my Australian accent doesn't allow. But lotion P50, has anyone ever heard of that?
No.
It's like a toner. It's very polishing, exfoliating. It's also really good for acne or problem skin because it restores this amazing pH level where acne can't really thrive. So that's a kind of very cool science there. And it's organic. So if anyone's worried about all the nasties and stuff, we discovered recently, it's called Wee Beauty or Way Beauty, I don't know. They have these cute little pods, these clay mask pods, and you put them on and it's like a car wash for your pores. So you got to get it clean and you got to get it exfoliated or else moisturizer is not going to get in there, right? Because it's got a layer of dead skin to get through. So if you can exfoliate first with a clay mask with don't rub your skin with rocks or anything. I don't think that's a good idea. And then it will absorb the moisture better. But one thing I do love the most is Purity Clean by Cosmetics because it's got there's a mini peel in the shower. So if you are getting older, your skin doesn't plump up as much. This will cause extra collagen production because you're semi-traumatizing your skin a little bit each time. So it's a little bit plumper. I love it. There's a few really easygoing products that you can use. So Skin Tint by Glossier, they have a lot of sales regularly. Like any holiday, they usually set up a sale and it comes pretty fast. You don't pay extra duty. It's actually based in America. And then Makeup Forever has an awesome dual foundation powder. I actually used it on you when I worked with you on the ads. It's a dual foundation powder. It's like a powder with pigment. Really easy. So you would just put that on your T-zone. It evens out your face. It's like a blurring powder. And that's great for reflection too, because obviously it can be super shiny and reflective. So that's your base. So that's what I have on. It's very natural. So you can't really see
Looks amazing.
much.
Amazing.
And the Gen G lip tint from Glossier is really great because it doesn't shine too much, but it doesn't shine at all. It's moisturizing. And it's sort of like one of those, just stains. It's a true stain because it's not, we call lip stains, those lip paints that don't come off. That's not really what I would refer to as a makeup artist as a stain. It's something that looks like it's been left there from a pigment. I love that look. It's very K-beauty, and that's really in at the moment too. So Glossier has an amazing range of Gen G lip tints. I love those. And my favorite mascara right now is Bad Girl Bang. It has been for a couple of years because you can really load it up and it doesn't feel heavy. And with kill your lashes as well. That's always an easy tip just to look awake and alive. And if you're wearing a mask all day, you want to go waterproof mascara because the moisture from your mask obviously is going to start to wear down your makeup and it will transfer. So that's a good one. Waterproof stuff around the eyes when you're wearing a mask is probably the way to go.
Honestly, everything about style is honing it to your personal style, to your personality, to your values, how you feel, what you portray to the outside world is what's going on in here. This is how you portray yourself visually to the world is your first form of communication. Psychologically, as soon as you meet someone, they're immediately registering how you look before you even speak. When you walk into a room and you are so genuinely who you really are, people they sniff it out. They know right away. And they're like, oh, they gravitate to you. Whereas somebody who walks in and they may look great, but their body language is off. You can tell right away when somebody just isn't sure of themselves, when they're not confident, and you're like, okay, I'll say hi. But I'm not really interested in really conversing and getting to know you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
totally.
Honestly, style and portraying yourself, it all comes down to who you are inside. and what you want to communicate. First, get yourself in front of a mirror. Pick out your favorite items in your closet and hold them up to yourself. And visually, whatever colors catch your eye first, go with those colors. You want to wear colors that are attractive, that are good, that speak to, visually, like people notice it and they're like, wow, you look great. Like me, for instance, with my skin tone, I look really good in colors like dark green, navy, deep reds. But if I wear like sky blue or pastels or even white, it fleshes me out. I don't look as good as visually, like when I put these deep, rich colors next to me, like it's like pop, pop. So those are colors that I gravitate to because I know that's what works with me. So it's finding out, visually, just grab your favorite shirts out of your closet, the ones that you feel most comfortable in, because because also comfort is a huge factor in, if you're comfortable, then you're going to be at your best. If you're not comfortable, you're going to be thinking about it and you're not going to be focused in the zone where you need to be.
Say you have a special evening planned on Zoom with a potential date. What is it the same rules apply, or like, are you going to try to be a little bit more sexy, a little bit more lacy? Like, what's going on there?
So I think don't go overboard.
Okay.
Don't just wear like a lacy camisole. Maybe save that for date 3.
Okay.
But I think wear something a little bit seductive. Like wear something that's fun and again portrays you, but that's fun, that you feel good in. You can be a little sexy without having to show skin. You can wear a great top that looks sexy, but it's not leading people to think like, oh, is she just looking to hook up, or like is there a potential for like a genuine connection here? You can make any pair of sweatpants look good. First of all, there's so many different styles too of sweatpants now. Like there's, like casual leggings, which aren't the super tight leggings that we've been wearing for like the past 10 years. They're like sweatpants, but they're a little more slim, really nice, really well put together, that you can get away with wearing like a turtleneck, and you could put on a pair of flats, maybe with like a little bit of a heel, a really nice earring, and you're like casual chic. Or you could, pair a really nice pair of track pants, whether they are more on the casual side or more on like the nicer side. You could pair them with like a really nice sneaker and like a well-fitted casual t-shirt, but like a t-shirt that's really nice, maybe like a little cardigan over top, something that goes with it that's not like too out of the blue. I actually just did a post about that on my Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
Where I had a skirt that is like a track pants skirt, and I showed like how you can dress it up, dress it down, and I would have worn the same outfit. In one shot I showed like just an Adidas sweater, loose, oversized, wore it with a pair of like court sneakers, super casual. And then in another frame, I wore like a really nice knitted sweater with like a really nice pair of flats and a really cute pair of hoop earrings. And I dressed it up, but I was still casual.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can totally dress them up, dress them down. You can make sweatpants look great. It just, it depends what you're willing to play with, but you have to play to see what you're comfortable in.
Lisa, today's episode was a success.
It was. And you know what? Would a slumber party be without a little chocolate and a little alcohol?
Woo! Let's do it, Lisa! Woo! Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Check In From Away.
Self-care, if you dare.
Cheers.